How are you? Welcome to another episode of Hello World. What's going on? It's your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, tuning in to another beautiful evening. And, I hope your day was great. But before we get into any of that, remember, guys, to like, subscribe, share, turn on your little ding dings, your notification bells, so that whenever I go live, you can catch me live, or you can always catch the replay. And hey, Wanda, welcome to Hello World. Take a look at the topic and feel free to think of something and post what you would like to know. I will be more than happy to be transparent this one, maybe a few times, but it's going to be very rare because I am usually not this talkative and chatty about myself. So, welcome. I hope your day was amazing. How was your day anyway? Mine was decent. Oh, hey. Yes, I saw you this morning, right? In the chat. Feel free to give me a little thumbs up if you can. WWW is cool. I really liked what I was watching earlier. I'm not sure if she saw my question about, my response about her asking me why I am on YouTube. So if you didn't see that question, I can start. If you did not see that response, then I can start off with that answer as to why I'm on YouTube. Hey, Anna, welcome to Hello World. Yes, take a look at the description in today's title, and if you have any questions or burning questions that you've always wanted to know about Be the Difference or about moi, feel free to ask. It will be a very rare thing because I don't normally talk about myself. Hey, Eva, welcome to Hello World. Like I'm telling everyone else, take a look at the description. If you have any questions that you might want to ask me, feel free to do so, and I will try my best to answer them to the best of my ability. So yes, I like to run off and tell you guys how my day was. So let me see how I look real quick, because I want to make sure that I'm not lagging or anything. Okay, so my day was pretty good. It was pretty long. Tuesdays are my long days, and if you guys don't know each other, please feel free to look at each other's pages, subscribe, because we're a community of people, human beings, that we need to be kind to each other and to get to know each other, because you never know, you may be the next person's support system. Yes. I met Wanda this morning on someone else's channel. Yes, and I was trying to tell NASCAR man, Wanda, if you don't know NASCAR man 3345, please get to know him. He's trying to reach 1K. And hey, Shamrock, how are you? He's trying to reach 1K. And if you can help, go into his channel, he likes to share different things. And if you're into Hot Wheels or even just getting to know about that kind of thing or NASCAR, just go check him out, Wanda. So yes, my day was pretty. Tuesdays are long for me because I have to work from pretty much 8:30 in the morning to 6 at night, and I don't mind it because then on Fridays I get off early. Well, it seems like I get off early, but it's not, because the time is made up, right? But normally I would not go to the gym, and I would just come back and cook for my lunch the next day. But I had a burning desire to go back to the gym. You know why? Because my little ball of inspiration made me so upset yesterday that I had to go and make sure I told them that I was upset and that I wanted a list of things. And my list was obnoxiously crazy because that's who I am. And I didn't get anything. So whatever. Doesn't matter. As long as I got my inspiration for the day. Actually, I didn't even get my inspiration for the day. So the next time I go to the gym, I'll let you know what happens. So I think the first question was, Wanda, you know what, girl, let me tell you why I I feel happy because I'm actually living what I feel like life is supposed to be. I'm happy um, because I'm at peace. If you check out, I think episode 113, I talk about words, and we kind of defined what peace meant. It's tranquility, free from disturbance. That's what peace means. Because I feel like if we associate what words mean as the dictionary context, then maybe we would choose our words a little bit more wisely. Um, so let me see. Wanda, I'm from New Jersey, specifically in Jersey City. Yes. So that's where I'm from. Where are you from? Hey, Jennifer. I'm going to be looking at the chat a lot today because I am going to be a little transparent, and it's Ask Joy Anything. And I will answer the questions. But remember, I have family that may watch this, so be kind. Think of it this way. Yeah, that's NASCAR's. Wanda, that is NASCAR's channel if you want to go check him out and help support him. Jennifer, Wanda, I met this morning on WWW's channel. WWW's channel is cool too. I kind of caught the tail end of it. She's really cool. And I liked her channel because the nice thing about it is she actually reads everyone's comments while she's talking. I don't know if she does that consistently, but she did that today. And it was nice that she, that she shouted me out. And also she was very friendly, and she was like, telling everyone in the chat to make sure you greet new people. And so it was cool. And I was like, oh, that's great. I was like, have you ever heard of Norgis R? Because Norgis R, you would love her channel too. So Wanda, you should check out that channel too. Like, if you think I'm happy, Norgis R, Shamrock, Jennifer, Anna Mora, all of those people contribute to how my day is exciting and happy. So, what can I say? But yes, guys, I hope everyone had a beautiful day. Let's see. You did? Where do you live now, Jen? Oh, thank you. Hi, Wada EDU. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Today is a light day. Normally, if you check out any previous episodes, we can get into some different things. And the purpose of Hello World, for anybody who's new, is basically to talk about everything and anything, because I feel like as humans and as a community, we don't talk about things that are truly bothering us most of the times, and we don't talk about things that make us happy. So when you don't talk about that, people think that they're all alone and that they're either struggling or being happy by themselves. So I think the more we talk as a community, the better off we'll be as a humankind, as a race, a species. And then we'll be doing what we were supposed to be doing, which was, built to be kind to each other. That's my opinion. Yay. Thank you, Wanda. She does. She is very nice. From what I saw this morning, she was nice. And I think I can tell just by meeting people, sometimes off the bat, if like you're a good person or a bad person, or like I can see your temperament for the most part. And WWW, she's cool in my book. You know what I'm saying? Like, she definitely seems like a nice person, a genuine person, but I definitely would not want to be on her bad side, because she seemed like she'd cut you down real quick if she had to. And I'm so timid, so I don't want to be cut down. I want to stay on her good side. So does anybody you're in Delaware? Oh, that's not too far. I always wanted to go take a dinner train ride. And I know in PA they have that, and that's like close to Delaware. I used to go to the Poconos a lot. And wait a second. Am I talking mess? I think I'm talking mess. Girl, forget what I just said. But I know Delaware does have train rides, but PA does too. So I don't know. Forget that I associated two of those, because I think they're really far apart from each other, now that I think about it. Hey, Dels, how are you? Marie Deli, oh, I'm messing your name up. I'm sorry. Welcome to Hello World. Yes, you are so welcome to be here. If you have any questions or any burning things that you ever wanted to know about me, and even though you guys don't really know me that long or well, I figured might as well just take a tour and see what I can diverge or delve into or share. Because I really don't have a topic to talk about this evening. And for the last two episodes, I think it was very deep. So kind of sometimes you gotta get off and remember that life is supposed to be fun as well. Mm. Wanda, Miss Dells, Deelz, she's cool too. They're like the 11th? Oh gosh, absolutely. And Shamrock, since we're here, I want to do a giveaway. And I guess if we can get on the phone between now and then, or at least email or DM on Instagram to kind of figure out how you guys want to do a giveaway. But I want to do a giveaway to anybody in the chat that day that I'm there. Because I am a business, I should give away something. So I want to do that. I kind of just to thank you guys for allowing me to be on there, and also, thank the people in the chat for, tuning in and listening to what I have to say. Because, it takes a lot for people to want to listen to what you have to say. And I think it's an honor for when people want to listen to what I have to say, because I'm just joy, you know what I mean? Just this simple little girl okay, I'm not a little girl, but I'm a simple person. And I don't know. I try to be as quiet as I can be, but I am a shy person. Yes, whether you believe it or not. When I was in school, I used to be the shyest person. I think I told you guys one time, but when I was transitioning from pre-K to kindergarten, I remember like standing at the kindergarten class. Everybody, all the other students knew each other. And I was just standing there like, I don't want to go inside because I was scared. I was scared of the kids. And it took a while for me to start talking. But when the kids ran up to me and hugged me and, brought me over, then I was fine. So I'm shy until you get to know me. And that's when, you see this joy. Ooh, my hair is poking out. See why my hair is poking out? Because when I tie my hair down when I go to the gym, and if I don't tie it down right, it ends up being smashed to the degree of wherever it was tied down. And then when it sweats, then it kind of stays in that form. And let me tell you guys, right here, all that right here, it hurts. It doesn't hurt, it's sore. I don't even know what I did tonight, but it's sore for real. Oh, Eva, girl, I'm gonna be on Shamrock and Borderline Hoarderishes, um, their talk show. Yes, I'm gonna be on there on the 11th. So Borderline has special guests, and I'm gonna be one of the special guests. And Shamrock asked me to be a special guest. And you know what the cool thing about it is? Shamrock was the first person that kind of popped into my chat outside of the people that I already knew. And I was just like, oh, that's so nice. And right off the bat, I didn't know how Shamrock looked. I didn't know what you looked like, Shamrock, or whatever, but I just felt like you were a good person. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I always, always, always be like, Shamrock, hey, you know what I'm saying? Because she kind of like was, the first person outside of, the YouTube land to kind of like check on me. And I thought that was cool. And genuinely, I think Shamrock is a great person. Again, I don't know everybody that long, but for real, she has a good heart. That's how I feel anyway. You are a good person. You don't even have to try. Hey, Beth Collins, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. I like Beth too. She's funny. She cracked me up. Yes, no need to blush. It's the truth. I guess I shouldn't say that too, because I have a hard time receiving compliments myself. because I'm always used to giving. And when you're a giver by nature, you don't really receive that much. And if you do receive, you always want to give back. So you never get to bask in the receiving, the receptive part. So now I'm learning to just bask. So if people want to give me stuff, I'm going to just go ahead, sit down and bask in it. Yes. So if any of you have a hard time basking in people giving to you, learn because it's a wonderful feeling. Now I know what people feel when I give to them, and it's a good thing. Yeah, Wanda Shamrock is dope. Even Beth Collins, they're all dope. Everybody in this chat they're real dope, Wanda. Every single one of them. And like I said, I don't know everybody that long, but from being in chat to chat, jumping from other people's chat, they've always been consistent. And that's what I like about them. They're really cool, they're really nice. And the conversations, I haven't really run into too many people who are really like, oh, this is the bad side of YouTube. I really haven't run into that. So, Wanda, you're in good hands. Wow. I'm drinking my elixir again, guys. So, it's basically water and I put lime in it. So, if you are ever interested in learning how to get mucus out of your system, this is one of the easiest ways to do it. It's guaranteed. I don't blow my nose as much anymore because I think all of the main mucus is out, but I just like the way it tastes now versus regular water. So anytime I get a chance, I just put a little lime in my water and that's it. Even the rind and everything. Just that squeeze the lime and then put the whole thing in there and let it ferment in there. Really? Well, I'm so glad that I get to be your guest. Who would have thunk it, right? It went from Shamrock wanting, being nervous to share her story because there's a lot. I know we all have a story, but Shamrock has been having a desire to share her story, and me trying to encourage her to, do it. To now me being her guest. That is amazing. I love it. Yeah. You work at a grocery store? Oh, okay. No, because sometimes they're not. See, and you know what else is? What else I heard is good for removing mucus from your body? Peaches. But unfortunately, I don't know how to pick peaches, so I never picked a nice, juicy, sweet one. So whenever I bite into a peach, I'm regretting buying it. But it helps remove mucus from your body too. Hey, Storage Pirate! Welcome to Hello World. Yes, it's nice to see you again. I think you were here yesterday. Oh, I love cake decorators. And you know what, Eva? I'm the person that goes to buy the cakes, the birthday cakes at my office. So I love that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Tonight is a light night story, so if you have any questions that you have been dying to ask me, feel free to ask. But remember, I have family and they may watch this, so I know I can deviate from questions, but I'm trying to be transparent these days. So I will try my best to answer without offending myself or my possible family members. Yeah, Pirate is cool too, Wanda. Everybody, you should also consider subscribing to Wanda too. I just met her this morning in another person's chat called Debbie 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 Debbie. I was Shamrock. If you saw it this morning when I was trying to tell NASCAR man 3355, I mean 3345 about Debbie Debbie Debbie's channel, that's who I was talking about. And Wanda is an avid fan of Debbie Debbie Debbie. So I think we all should expand and get to know each other more. And like I said, I was only there for like maybe 5-10 minutes, but Debbie, she seemed to have a good vibe about her. So consider checking their channels out, guys. And you never know. We all jump from each other's channels and watch each other, but it's nothing wrong with getting to know more people, right? Because the more people you never know. A particular person that you meet may have what you need in life at that moment. And not necessarily a material thing, but they could cover an emotional thing that you may have needed, but only they could fulfill that. This is why I feel like, you know, the programming should be condensed a little more. And when I say programming, I'm talking about our television, because sometimes we end up getting programmed into watching certain programs habitually that we forget to go outside and converse with our neighbors, get to know who our neighbors are, and therefore those who don't know you, who may have sticky fingers, may feel like sticky fingering whatever you have because they don't have that, oh, well, dang, they know me type of feeling, right? So it's always good to know your neighbors or get to know. And I think YouTube is a great way of getting to know people. The Hangouts have extremely expanded my reach of people as well. And I'm not even talking about just getting subscribers, but it's just getting to know people who actually genuinely are kind, and like all a long time in my life, I've been surrounded by people who were kind, but I genuinely feel like the people that I know now are very kind. So, like I said, I don't know everybody for a long time, but you don't really have to always get to know people for a long time to know who their character is, who their character is, who their character is portrayed to be. I think that sentence was wrong. But yeah. So, and remember, I've known some people for 12, 13, 14, 20 something years, and I was never really comfortable around them. But I'm comfortable around you guys. Girl, don't have too much anxiety. You're too nice to have anxiety. Let me tell you, Wanda, if you ever watch Shamrock, Shamrock will go through at least 3 or 4 looks. And when I say looks, her hair will be like this 1 minute, then her hair will be like this, then her hair will be like that. And it's amazing too. I thought that was so funny. One day, I think, and the reason why I pinned her to be that way is because I think one day during one of the chats, her hair was down, and then she's like, it kept on getting in my face. So like every time I turned around, it was like it was in a ponytail, then it was fluffy, then it was wavy, and then it was swooped out. I was like, okay, Shamrock. And you know who else has wardrobe changes too? Borderline hoarderish. So she had on this Abraham Lincoln t-shirt. Then she was like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. She came back with a tank top on. I was like, okay, borderline, now you got wardrobe change too. Okay, let me find out. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yes. Aw, let me see. Yeah, storage. Have you ever been live before on your own channel? Oh, I have to check that out. Wait, hold up. I need to catch up on the chat. You've never gone live? Ooh, let me tell you. All right. So, I personally never wanted to be live because, as you guys notice, I have a lot of imperfections. And I've always felt like I would have to put on a lot of makeup just to get presentable. And then after a while, I was like, you know what? Eventually, people are going to see me for who I really am. And that's one of my biggest things. And I was like, I don't care, whatever. It is what it is. Maybe I can fix the lighting or be a certain way to like avoid certain things, but it is what it is. So storage, you just got my deepest, scariest anxiety filled reasons as to why I hated to go live. And so you should feel comfortable now. Because that took a lot for me to say. Trust me. No one likes to admit their flaws, and I'm full of them. You haven't been live, Marie? You're not chicken, you're turkey. Okay, maybe you're a turkey, but you know. Yeah, storage. Storage pirate with a name like that, you should definitely be live. What would you be talking about, storage? Yeah, I'm on Instagram. Wanda, if you look in the description down below, I have all of my links. I have 2 books that I came out with. I have a website. Um, my Instagram is BTDLLC. Feel free to go there too. Des, Dels. Making money. Girl, I need to see that because I need to learn how to make money. Yes, I do. I definitely need to learn how to make, oh, deals. Okay. Thank you. Deals. Deals. I like that. Yes. Deals. You never been live either? Girl, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Wait, hold on. Let me get in the right key. About a thing. Because every little thing is going to be all right. When you go live, when you go live, when you go live, don't worry. Hey, about a thing. I'm a little off key. But every little thing is going to be all right. Yes. Don't worry, guys. I used to sing in a choir, so I have a little bit of a voice and I know music. I used to play the piano. I used to play the drums. I tried to play the bass, but then I started getting callous on my fingers and then it was not for me anymore. So yes, I come from a music background, hence why I used to be somewhat in the music industry. And now, when I say somewhat, it was like really scratching the surface, but it scratched the surface enough to know a lot of different people that you guys know of and that you may admire and whatnot, that kind of thing. What did you used to play, Wanda? The piano and the bass? See, guys, do you see how we're all like 6 degrees of separation? How we're all like similar in some way, shape, or form, that we all share the same things. That's why Hello World is here. We all share in some way, shape, or form the same type of anxiety, the same type of happiness, the same type of fears, the same type of artistic abilities, right? If we don't talk about it, we're never going to know and realize we're really not that different. Yes. See, I'm inspired just by this little Ask Joy Anything chat, which we're not really talking about anything deep, but it's amazing. It's amazing. Storage, I want to go on your chat. You know, I'll be there. Just, if you want, if you need a laugh before you go on, just envision a smile. Just envision that before you go live, and that'll make you feel very comfortable. And people are like, "Why are you laughing like that?" And then you just remember, listen, guys, I'm here to help you make money. Yes, and this is how we can do it. And bing, bang, bang. And I will definitely be tuned in because I need all the help that I can get with my little company. Yes, I do. I'm not the only person that does with anything with my company, but I'm the primary responsible bearer of my company, if you guys understand what that means. Like, I have people help me from time to time, but if I decide to just drop the ball, nobody's going to pick it up. So I need to be able to lay the balls down a little bit, lay the ball down, and have somebody be like, okay, Joy, I got this for a little bit. And that I can trust to say that they have it and will actually have my back and make sure the company actually sustains what the purpose of it is, which is to inspire people, right? So, like, you see the t-shirt here? This is the logo t-shirt. I don't have any inspirational t-shirt on today, but like I have t-shirts that say like follow your dreams, just simple things, right? Simple things that we all can relate to. And if we can start focusing our attention to what is written, then we become what we see, right? Just like you become who you surround yourself around. So, like, I surround myself around pretty dope people. And so that means I'm going to be pretty dope myself, right? And if you continuously are surrounded by pretty dope people, your life can only be enhanced even more. And like, I'm surrounded by pretty dope people at the gym, people on YouTube, people at my job. Yes. Like Jenny B, I talk about her all the time. If you guys ever want to catch, I have another show with Jenny B. It's called the Jenny and Joy Show. You guys can catch that show. It's only about 15 minutes on Wednesdays. Is tomorrow Wednesday? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm not sure if we're going to do it tomorrow because my boss might let us out early. So the Jenny and Joy Show, we just try to inspire you. We try to do pranks on each other. We try to just say uplifting things just for 15 minutes out of your day, the most. And it's just something to break up the monotony of the day and just kind of, carry you along, give you a good laugh for a time or two. Hey, Debbie Does Sales, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Guys, Wanda, you should definitely check out Debbie Does Sales too. Storage Pirate, have you checked out Debbie Does Sales videos? Because she talks about marketing. So you guys may be able to strategize and do a show together, maybe. Yes, maybe. I don't know. Deals, what would you be talking about on your show? Oh, you did? Okay. I have to check it out, Debbie. And I tried to call you again, Debbie, and your phone was busy, busy, busy. So yeah, I needed a little Debbie time earlier. But yeah, let me tell you guys, Debbie is an encouragement as well. Especially if you have a small business. And just the encouragement and the ideas that she can give you. I would say Debbie is pretty cool. Being that, again, I don't know Debbie that long, but she's so willing to give you information that so many people want to charge you up the wazoo for, and then not even give you as much as she has given me. So I appreciate you, Debbie. I really do, for what you have helped me with on one conversation. Jennifer Hayes, she's dope too. You're a retired RN? Ooh. Deals, you do, see, right up my alley too. So I have a friend who's an RN, and I happen to work at a doctor's office. So there's the correlation between the two of us. I'm not a reseller, but I do sell. I'm not a crafter, but I do make things. Hold on, guys. This is Debbie right now. Hey, Debbie.
Hello, is this Joy?
Yep, you're on speakerphone right now.
I knew that. I was just calling to be a crazy old woman.
Oh, thank you for calling in. Guys, this is what I like. Everybody, the number is there. Feel free to call in anytime. For sure. I don't mind.
Well, I just wanted you to know I had problems with my getting up there with my life tonight because I tried a different streamer and I messed it up at the end, and I ended up having to figure it all out at the last minute again and got it done. So I got the video done, but I couldn't see my chat till almost halfway through the show. All kinds of things that could go wrong did, but you know what? I thought to myself, heck, I'm just going to go find me some joy time.
That's hilarious. Oh, wow. Debbie, do you have any questions for me? Because today is Ask Joy something, because I couldn't think of a topic to talk about. That's the honest truth. And I was at the gym.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
What are you saying you couldn't figure anything to talk about?
Because I was at the gym up until like the moment I came on. But let me tell you guys, I did take a shower because I will not put my sweaty booty on my couch. No, I will not. I don't believe in that. I don't agree with it. And plus, who wants to sit in there sweat? Ew. So the topic is ask Joy anything. So if you have any questions that you'd like to ask,
yes, I do have some questions for you, my dear.
Okay.
What should a person do if they try to do something twice and they screw it up royal?
Continue to try until you succeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Never give up.
I need the encouragement, baby girl, and you give me lots of that. And you're so kind to me all the time. So you make me feel like I'm 38 going on 68 instead of 68 wanting to be 38. See, so that works.
Man, we're all timeless. I think when we're born, I seriously think when we're born, we shouldn't keep track of our age. Because that kind of throws you into a spiral of, well, if you're 13, you're supposed to act like this because 13-year-olds act like this. But meanwhile, when I was 13, I was competing with 20-year-olds and they were like, wow, you're so mature. So for your age. And I'm like, really? I got confused with that. So like now I don't even talk about my age because if I actually talk about how old I really am, then I'm going to feel down. Because then I feel like I'm old.
I don't ever feel down for that. I just feel down like my brain goes, you're 38, don't listen to the body. And I go, yeah, well, the body just told me we need new parts now. Now what do? We wore them out. And brain goes, well, I don't know what to tell you. And then I tell the body, listen, brain doesn't have any ideas for you. Just work through it. And the body goes, we need new parts. We need to fix the eyes. We need to fix the joints. And I tell it, sorry, there is no fixing because parts like ours are hard to come by.
Oh, no, so yes, you can. You can maintain. You don't have to fix always. You can maintain what you have. See, like right now, I'm maintaining. I'm trying to maintain so that when I get older, I won't have to worry about, too many people having to cater to my needs. Because you know what, guys? I think when I become an old person, I think I might be one of those old people that have a cane and be like, ding, or a bell and be like, ding a ding a ding a ding. Like, can somebody please bring me my porridge? Or can someone please bring me my teeth? Because I need to put my teeth in so I can go on, hello world. Yes. I'm like, somebody gonna need to fix my hair.
Go back to your chat, girl. I think you got plenty of stuff to talk about.
No, ask me something else.
Internally, so you stay good externally, right?
Yes, ask me something else.
I don't have any other questions. I'm very content for tonight.
All right. All right, Shamrock.
I'm going to go back to watching you. Hello, world people. See you sooner.
All right.
Hi, goodbye.
All right, then.
Call me when you can, honey. I was on the phone trying to get myself online is what happened when you called the second time.
Yeah. I'll probably call you when I get offline. I don't know what time it is. Oh, you're behind me. So if you're still up, I'll call you.
Don't worry about it. I'll be up.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
All right, Shamrock. Thank you for coming in as always. I appreciate you. Yes, guys. Definitely. Deals, you got this. And Storage Pirate, I cannot believe you've never been live. I'm going to start stalking your page for sure. I'm going to start stalking your page because if there's one thing that you'll know about me that if you don't know about me is that I am truly a supporter of people. Like, seriously, I do. And I mentioned this last night. I support people the way that I was never supported. Bang. Because so many people used to be like, okay, Joy, don't worry about it. I got your back. And I knew they didn't have my back. And I understood the reasons why they couldn't have my back. They were not strong enough. And I never took it personally. But, when it actually happened, I still was taken aback a little bit because we all react differently when things actually happen. Even though you can play it all out in your mind, when it actually happens, it's a whole nother story. So when those people let me down, I always kept a mental note, like, I'm never going to do that to someone else. So that's why when I say I support you and I'm going to try to be there as much as I can, I truly mean that. And that's from personal experiences as to why I do that. Hey, Flippin' Particles! Wanda, if you're still here, you should check out Flippin' Particles too. She has a nice channel. I think it's every day at 12 o'clock. Very cool lady as well. Yes. Flipping particles is cool too. I was very surprised that she came in my chat one day because I never see you like in the evening hours. So yes, Wanda, if you're still here, check her out. She's another nice person too. Flipping particles, you already know NASCAR man 3444 wait 3345. So I was just telling Wanda about flipping about NASCAR, and she subscribed to his channel. So as much as you're 48, oh, I'm not telling my age. Um, I'm not telling my age. Oh no. Yeah, flipping particles is cool too. She's a reseller as well. So you could definitely check her out. Who's 24? You're 24, storage pirate? Look, y'all go ahead, you guys could go ahead and tell your age all you want. You're not gonna get a word out of me. Congratulations, Eva. Happy birthday. Okay. I will never tell until I go to rest. Even at my tombstone, this is why I told them at my tombstone, I want on my tombstone 2000 whenever I die, and then 19, leave it blank. Yes. I want to be that difficult. Well, I'm 79. And this is how I actually look. Let me tell you guys, I met a 90-year-old woman at my job, a 90-year-old woman who looks better than me. She looked better than me. She is sharp as can be. I mean, she drives herself and legitimate. I would definitely not mind driving in traffic with her. I think she would actually probably speed, like drive faster than me at 90. Yes, she is definitely in tip-top shape. And I asked her the other day, I was like, can I please take a picture with you? And she said she couldn't take a picture because of reasons like she can't have her face in on social media and stuff like that. So I couldn't get a real picture of her. But if I could, guys, I would have stood right next to her and be like, this is 90. Like for real. She looked good. Her hair looks good. She walks good. She talks eloquently. Her skin is amazing. She's just a very vibrant person, and she still works. She writes legislation as well in New York. She used to be she's a retired principal in the New York public schools as a New York public school principal. And so that's a big deal as a principal. So I see where she gets her little spunk from. Oh, Shamrock is back. Really? You don't look 55. I remember your birthday. I wished you a happy birthday. You don't look 55 at all. Not at all. I would have thought maybe like 42, if that. So you guys can go ahead and tell your age all you want. That's not going to coax me to do it. You're not pushing me into that corner. Even the people at my job have known me for a long time, don't even know my age. The only person that knows my age is my manager because she does payroll. And I've even tried to change, if I could legitimately, legally change my date of birth, I would. So I could trick everybody. So okay, fine. You want to know what my real age is? Fine, I'll tell you. It's timeless. Ding a ding a ding. That's how old I am. I'm timeless. Oh, flipping particles. Today is Ask Joy Anything within reason. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free. I will answer them. You work in a high school? I used to be in high school, Wanda. They do? That's good. Students don't really have a good frame of age. Yep. Oh, yes. And I have it right here because I was going to take a picture so that Norgis could see. Do you see how it came out? I had to put a heart there. Every painting that I do, I put a heart in. I showed you guys 4 paintings that I did. And let me see, where's my little signature? Where is it? Ooh, I can't find my little signature. Where did I put it? Oh, my signature is right next to the heart. So what do you think, Flippin'? How did it come out? It really, you know what? She said to draw a crab claw. I'm kind of mad that I ended up drawing a real crab claw because when I had it closed off, it really looked like a flower. This is supposed to be a flower, guys. You know, Flipping Particles, did you know that Storage Pirate has never been live before? Neither has Miss Deals. So they need encouragement from us to continue to show us things. Because I believe Storage Pirate has something very important that I need to hear. And also Deals, I need to hear all about RN and stuff, all of that good gory thing. Did you ever work in the NIC ward, the NICU ward? Yeah, you're right. I should have put that in parentheses. I'm gonna change that later. Don't ask my age. Oh, thank you, Eva. So yeah, I showed 3 other paintings that I did, and they all have hearts in them. I don't know what it is. I think for some way I'm like connected to hearts and love. And even with the cover of my book, I'm gonna show you the cover of my book. That's the least I can do. Sorry for my legs. So spare you the showing of my little skinny legs. So this is the cover of my book. This is the second book that I published. You see that heart right there? I specifically said in the cover, I need to have some hearts in there. And the flower has a heart coming out of it. See the little hearts? So yeah, somehow, some way, shape, or form, I need to have hearts somewhere. Shamrock, you're about 20. No, Shamrock is in her early 30s. You did too? What did you do in the medical field? Storage. Looks like I'm turning around asking you guys all the questions. You did? I think everybody has to do a rotation in NICU, right? Oh, yeah, I love me some babies. I donate the charity that the company donates to is to Hayden's Heart. If you guys have never heard about Hayden's Heart, I do have the link to my website there. You can check the About Me page. I think I have information about the charity there. But if you don't check it out, I have links to that charity as well there. It's basically a charity that raises awareness for babies with congenital heart disease. And I love babies, and I felt like that was a great cause to give to as well. And also primarily because it is a smaller charity, and it also based out of New Jersey, North Arlington. So I can always, if I ever felt like it, go knock on their door and be like, so where's the money going to? But I trust them because they've been very kind to me. You're 39. Oh, did you just have a birthday? Because for some reason I thought you said you were 38. So you just had a birthday or something, right? You must have had a birthday. My memory isn't that bad. But yeah, Shamrock, you look like you're in your early 30s. You still look good for your age. Yeah, that wasn't so long ago. Oh, my birthday's in March. Okay, yes. And Borderline was talking about hers the other day. Y'all be great, grandbaby. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Hey, the bargain effect. How are you, Tommy? Welcome to Hello World. I think this is your first time coming in. Wanda, do you want me to say a little prayer, or do you want me to say a little prayer later? Because I could say a little prayer for your great grandbaby. Mine was the 24th, so we're Aries storage. Okay, so see, we're going to get along very well. You let me know. I won't pray for people unless they allow me to. See, if you guys are into religion or Christianity, um, my only thing is just be careful about people praying, right? Um, I feel there are a lot of great people, but there's some people that really don't have good intentions in prayers. So all right, I'll do that. That don't have good intention when it comes to praying. So you just got to be careful. You know how you can tell when the person is genuine or not, or like a good person that can pray over life? Because here's the thing: when somebody prays over you, you are actually opening your spirit, right? You're opening your spirit to allow them to talk things into you. So that is a power that you're giving to someone, right? So that's why you have to be careful with who you allow to pray over you, and especially when they touch and pray over you. I'm very, very, very picky about that. Um, the church that I used to go to, I only would allow maybe one or two people to pray over me because I was not playing that. My spirit didn't feel comfortable with other people praying over me. It didn't necessarily mean that the person was bad, but it was just like it wasn't something good for me, right? So just whenever you feel uncomfortable about someone saying, "Hey, can I pray for you?" Just don't go with your gut feeling and just be like, "Oh no, I'm good, but thank you." You can say things kind or whatever, but yeah, just be very careful. I'm very careful about my spirit. Your spirit is part of your heart. You have to guard that with all your might and protect it as much as you can, because as much good that people can pray into your life can be the same as one can pray curses and nasty things into your life. So just be very careful about that. So yes, don't just allow people to pray over you, and don't just pray over people unless you ask permission, right? If you don't ask permission, then don't do that, because you never know. Somebody may not want you to pray for them. I do remember at one time, I asked someone if I could pray for them, and they said no. And it wasn't because, I don't know if it was because they felt I was a bad person, but they just didn't believe in Christianity. So that was the reason for them saying no. And I had to respect that. So we just have to respect each other's boundaries spiritually as well, right? Because between our physical, there is a spiritual, and you have to protect that. Because I feel when we die, this shell goes, but our spirit continues. So if any of you believe in like demon possession or anything like that, that stuff transfers. And if you read the Bible, it says it transfers. So just be careful about when people, if you go to church, be careful about people laying their hands on you and praying for you, because you don't know in what name they're coming in. Because everybody can say they're coming in the name of God, but if they say they're coming in the name of Jesus, that's a whole nother story. Because there's a lot of people that believe in gods, right? You don't know which God they're talking about. So just be careful. Oh yeah, I'm. Let me tell you, I've been in church all my life for the most part, and I know I've learned too much, and I've seen too much from pastors to people carry things. We all carry stuff, right? We all carry baggage, and sometimes, when you pray over someone, you can throw your baggage onto them if they're not strong enough to withstand your own baggage. So that's where I'm coming from with that. You see, Shambach know what I'm talking about. That's right. You had to have somebody else cover that over that prayer. That's why I say what I say. Like, I'm a firm believer in that. While people say, oh, and like, people think that because people go to church, they sing in the choir, they preach or whatever, that they're truly of God, of Christ. Not always. It's not always like that. I'm not saying these things to scare anybody, but it's just to make you aware, because I had to learn this stuff, right? I used to I used to go to church and think that everyone who spoke in tongues really was speaking in tongues from God, where really they were just speaking in tongues, just speaking whatever, like hashabah. They weren't talking anything. It was no power behind what they were doing. They were just doing something that they learned. And that right there kind of hurt my spirit, because I was truly thinking that they were coming and they would definitely, speaking, like Jesus was definitely speaking through them. God was speaking through them, but it really wasn't that. So just be mindful of that stuff. A lot of people do things because it's something that they learn, not necessarily coming from the true spirit. So yeah, don't let people touch you unless you feel comfortable. Don't let people touch you and pray over you because you don't know. Just like think about it this way, guys. We know that people have psychic abilities. And I think we all have psychic abilities to a degree, right? Don't get freaked out because we all do. It's called intuition, right? The same way you may not feel comfortable with someone, all right. So like if you go to a psychic, right? You're pretty much opening your spirit so that they can go and check out what's going on in your life. That's how a psychic can tell what's going on. You have to allow them into your life. And the only way you can allow them into your life is if you let them. It's the same thing with church. I know it may be a bad comparison, but it's the same way with people who know how to people who know know how to prophesy. There are people who prophesy. I remember believing some of the things that people prophesied, and it didn't do anything but just maybe like half of y'all probably be lying. And so, I just be like, whatever, you can say what you want, but I don't believe that. I have to test it with God first. And if God don't say that really is true, you'll know. And God doesn't speak to me directly because I don't believe that God will speak to me directly. He'll do different things to show me whether that was a true prophecy or not, right? So anytime somebody prophesies or professes something over your life, if you are not understanding what that is, you can always ask God, hey, God, can you reveal whether this person is telling me the truth or not? Or if it was safe to believe what they said or not? And he'll reveal it because God is gentle. He's not going to push himself on you unless you allow him to, right? So your spirit can't be affected unless you allow. Right? Remember how we talk about being open for blessings? You can also be open for whatever God has in store for you. I'm not trying to be super religious on you guys because I know people believe in different things and I don't want to just push Christianity and not respect other religions because people grow up in certain ways and we can't knock what they believe because guess what? We were all taught and raised to be whatever. So we have to respect that. Hey, Box Fun! Welcome to Hello World. I think this is the first time I'm meeting you here. You had a sidekick? Yeah, that's fine. What kind of sidekick? Oh, my favorite meal? I'm a picky eater, but right now, this very moment, I love playa bowls. Like it's so bad to the point where I think about it like like that. So playa bowls, if you've never heard of it, it's pretty much this store where they do superfoods and they freeze. Like my favorite one is a green bowl, and I kind of make it my own way because I don't like mango in it anymore. I don't like pineapple in it. So pretty much it's kale, spinach, and pineapple mixed together that makes it green. And then what I do is I have the honey. I have them put extra honey and then coconut shaving on top. And I tear that thing up. And then it tears me up a little later because it's a superfood. And I really don't have any specific meals, Wanda, that I like because my meal lifestyle has changed. I used to love pizza and Italian food, and I used to love soul food, but because I'm a vegetarian, and I put that in quotations because when I go out to eat at like regular restaurants, you don't know if they're cross-contaminating, so I don't know what I'm eating. I definitely don't remember what pork tastes like, and I don't remember what beef tastes like, and I don't remember what chicken tastes like. So if you would put chicken broth in my food, I'll probably like, ooh, this tastes real good, and not realize that it's chicken broth that you put in my food. So yeah, I'm down to that. So pretty much I make a lot of my food. Right now I eat cabbage, onions, garlic, pepper, tomatoes, and I like pretty much saute that together and I eat that as a meal. and I try to make it big. And I put broccoli in there from time to time, potatoes. There's a Spanish potato that's sweet, it's white, very hard to peel, has a red peel. I think they call it buchacha or bunata, Bonitza or something like that. I'm very bad with, I butcher up things, names and stuff. Hey, Adam's Exploits. Adam's Exploits. Wanda was in the chat that I was telling you guys about earlier, www. She came from that chat. You should definitely check her page out. Wanda, you should check out Adam Exploits. Adam Exploits is also trying to maintain his 1K. So if you wouldn't mind showing his page some love too. And Adam, if you wouldn't mind showing her page and also www's page some love too. I met them this morning. And from what I can tell, they're pretty decent people. www, she likes going through the chat and reading people's things. And I kind of appreciate that. And she was very warm and she made everybody welcome you in the chat. Like, don't forget, welcome everybody. Welcome the new people. So like, I kind of like that. So guys, check out www and, check out Wanda. And if you need to find www's page, go to Wanda's page and check her out. You try to eat low carb? Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah. Hey, following God forever. Hey, girl. Welcome to Hello World. Following God, definitely check out Wanda. You already know everybody else, but check out Wanda. I met her this morning in another chat called www. She's really cool. I like her. Wanda is really nice so far. Everybody, if you don't know, following God Forever _86. I met her at the Porch Church Network. If you want to check that out, if any of you guys know any of these links, feel free to throw them out so that you guys can get to know each other more. I think as a community, this is something that we should be doing. We should definitely be getting to know each other because, as you can see, all of us, as some way, shape, or form, are related to each other in some kind. And Adam, you didn't know this, but I used to work in retail too. I used to work at Macy's for a spell. I really did. Hey, Blinded Whiskey. Welcome to Hello World. Oh, no, it's Blended. I'm sorry. Blended Whiskey. Everybody meet Blended Whiskey. I met Blended Whiskey last night in another person's chat. I think it was... what is it? Observation. What's his first name? I forget the Observation guy. He's cool. I like his chat. Yeah, everybody get to know each other because all of these chats that I've been hopping into, I haven't had a bad experience on YouTube yet. Not yet. And I'm not, I don't even need to cross my fingers because I'm allowing life to flow. So I keep life is keeping me in the path of meeting people that will enhance my life. And hopefully I can enhance your lives in the meantime too. Adam, this is Ask Joy Anything. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Blended Whiskey, Adam is cool too. He's real cool. He's very knowledgeable. He has a great Dr. Phil voice. Actually, no, he's better than Dr. Phil. He's a great interviewer. I've actually seen some of his live interviews and very good stuff. Adam, very, very good. So Blended Whiskey, you would like him. That's because I saw a Blended Whiskey. He is in that hot sauce chat, those hot sauce chats. That's how I met him. Well, I got a troll when I was doing, I got a few trolls when I was doing an episode called Sacrifice. I think it's because of the title. They went into and they started trolling me up. Shamrock was there, but you know what? I ignored them and I continued on and they never came back. And it didn't bother me, Wanda. You know why? Because I was looking at this. I wasn't looking at the chat. So it didn't really bother me. So yeah, and also I think also too, you attract what you think and what you do a lot of times. So I haven't really gotten too many trolls, and I've been on here for 115 episodes so far. I guess my channel is still very new, so I've only had one thumbs down during one of my lives, but that was when they were trolling me that day. So, and I didn't know what moderators were for. I wish I had at that time that I had moderated Shamrock, because I'm sure she would have caught them all. But you know what? Throughout that, Wanda, I will tell you this, throughout that time when they were trolling me, some of them actually stopped and started listening to what I was saying. And they were like, guys, this is not cool. Like, stop. So I did catch those a few times. My favorite motivational authors, Les Brown. If you've never heard of him, Les Brown is good. And this was all on my road to like being on my own little Hello World thing. Les Brown is good, and John Rowe. John, Rhoe. I think that's how you spell his last name, but something like that. But it's the channels, his motivational thing, or something inspirational. I haven't really watched them in a long time because I'm always stuck on you guys' chats. But those guys are definitely very inspirational. So yeah, I watched those guys. And then I also listen to a lot of, while I sleep, I play a lot of motivational things. Like the Law of Attraction. That's how I met. If you go to the Law of Attraction site or channel, that's how I became aware of Les Brown. And that's how I also became aware of John Rowe. So they do a lot. And then also Sergi, he's like a Sikh. And he talks about life and how we should allow life to flow. So a lot of that inspiration has come from them. Thank you, Anna. But yeah, that is where I get my inspiration from. And then also, Adam, honestly, I get my inspiration from Norgus R's chat, you guys in the morning. That's a great way to continue on my morning, because I am not a morning person by nature. I don't know why, but I just am not. Like, I rather people don't talk to me at all first thing in the morning till I get like comfortable and set in. But I don't mind watching you guys because I don't have to talk. But you guys make me laugh, and you guys encourage me too. Especially when you come back and give me a little bit of your time, it's definitely a great encouragement, and that's how it keeps going. So it's not just one source. And as far as reading material, I don't really have any motivational people or authors that I follow. Okay, Shamrock, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. So, guys, definitely check me out. The cat is out of the bag. I will be live on Shamrock's channel on July 11th. That's a Thursday. It's next Thursday, I believe, right? Is that next Thursday? I believe that's next Thursday. I'll be live, and her and Borderline will be doing an interview with yours truly. So I find that an honor, especially because Shamrock's been with me from like she was the first person to come in my chat as a person that I didn't know. Yeah. Hey, Dad's Vintage. Welcome to Hello World. Dad's Vintage. Check out Wanda, and definitely check out Blended Whiskey's chat and channel if you'd like, because they are very cool people that I met recently, and we kind of all seem to be jumping from each other's chat. So definitely take the time out, Dad's Vintage, if you can, to check them out. Tonight is just a low-key night. It's Ask Joy Anything, and I will try to answer them as much as possible if you have questions. Except this is the prerequisite. Don't ask me about my age. Oh, and Pat D's will be there. Really? Okay, that'd be cool. I really haven't interacted with Pat D's that much, so that'd definitely be cool. Oh, let me tell you, I used to work on the turnpike because that was one of my desires. I always wanted to work as a toll booth collector. I thought it was so cool. So the reason why I'm saying that is because you used to be able to do doubles, and doubles would be like 2 8-hour shifts. So you could work 16 hours and pretty much work 3 days, 16-hour shifts, and basically make 40 hours in 3 days. And that's what I used to do. And the interchange or the toll exit that I used to work on was very low key. So doing my 8 hours, my 16 hours was nothing. And then they let you have lunch for like an hour when you were working doubles. And you got good money at the time. You really got good money. And I met various people, great people, rotten people, and just like some of the weirdest things that you can ever imagine seeing at the toll. Anyway, so I said that to say that I used to work the 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. shift. So that's 2 8-hour shifts. But then one day I worked the 2 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift. So I did from 2 to 11 and then 11 to 6. I did that twice. Storage, I was messed up for days doing that overnight. And it wasn't like I did anything crazy, but the tolls did get crazy over the weekend because people were going into Manhattan and stuff from the exchange that I was at, or into Newark where I was. I used to work at a 15W. I did George Washington Bridge once or twice. But my primary, what was it? There were 3 interchanges that I used to work at over the summer. And my primary one ended up being 15W. And it was fun. It was just 2 booths and then on the other. But Easy Pass killed it. I remember when Easy Pass was being installed. Yeah, that was a while ago. When I was watching them put the Easy Pass in, I said, guys, that's going to eliminate our doubles, right? Because when you have a computer, you don't need somebody handing out tickets anymore. When you have a computer, you don't need somebody taking money anymore. So yeah, that killed a lot of people's jobs, and it definitely killed overtime. The George Washington Bridge was busy, and my math wasn't that great. So it became great after collecting the same money after a while. It was fun though, but like to me, it didn't feel like it was long because you saw people every minute pretty much, and then you were trying to keep track of your money. So like what was taught to me when I was training was that you should keep your dollar bills in stacks. So once you got 50 stacks of singles, just stack them out and put them to the side, right? Because at the end of your shift, you would take your money and it would be in plastic bags and the money would be like this big. So, and they used to say, get rid of your dollars as much as you can, because then you would have to count them out again. So people who came to me with a dollar toll, like my toll was like $1.10 or something like that, or like 95 cents. And when people came with me with $20 bills, I will never forget this day. So this particular day, somebody wanted to be a smart behind and wanted to give me a $20 bill for like a 95-cent toll or 55-cent toll, whatever the case may be. And the passenger was like, oh, I have change. And they're like, no, I want her to give me change. I was like, all right, for real? I gave them $19 back in singles. And I was happy because I was like, I was getting rid of my singles because I knew at the end of my shift, I would have to eventually count those singles back out. So I was giving singles away like crazy. And they looked at me and was like, for real, you don't have anything bigger? I was like, no. And on the turnpike, people think that all you have would be singles anyway. So I definitely had 20s and 5s and 10s, but I was giving them back all the singles that I could get rid of. Mm-hmm. So it made, at the end of my night, the count easier. You never went through a toll booth? How was that? Yeah, I remember seeing some crazy writing on dollars. And let me tell you, the nastiest thing that made me despise working on a toll just for a little bit. I don't know what this person was thinking. And they handed me a wet dollar bill. How in the world is your dollar wet like that? Like literally wet, soaking wet. And they were like, the people in the car would laugh and say, don't give that to her. And they gave it to me wet. I gave them the nastiest look. Like, for real, how you giving me this wet dollar? Like, I had to lay the dollar out and let it air dry. Because I don't know where that's coming from. Like, people are inventive. Let's just say that. Because you don't know where they're putting this money. And there was nothing in the car that looked like it could have made it wet like that. And they just brought it out like, so it could have been a sweaty butt wet. It could have been a sex butt wet. It could have been anything wet, but it was like wet. And I was mad at them. And the people in the car was like, don't do that. And they did it anyway. So yeah, that was one horror story there. Really? That's amazing. All right, Wanda, it was nice meeting you. Thank you for coming in and sharing a little bit of my time. Well, your time with me. I appreciate you. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow morning on WWW's channel. Thank you. I appreciate you. No, I'm serious too. I really do. I really wasn't expecting to see you, and it really made my heart warm. And please feel free to check out other videos if you're looking for something to encourage you. For real, you can check those out too. Maybe they might. You did? I didn't know you could refuse it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. See, we all have dealt with money and people being kind of vicious with you when it comes to money. Does anybody else have any questions for me? Bye, Wanda. Thank you for joining. Hello, world. I appreciate you. Number 2 and 3. Wait a second. Oh, you mean toll booths 2 and 3? Because I thought you were talking about something else. Wait, 3 and 4. Wait a second. What are y'all talking about? Oh, did I cause major traffic jams? No, you know what? Dad's Vintage, I wasn't always like this. I was very quiet and to myself. So, I don't think I smiled a lot back then. So no, I didn't cause traffic jams, but I did have a twin. And let me tell you, the irony of it is, I looked up and I thought I saw myself at another booth. That's how identical this woman looked. I thought myself was in her. She looked exactly like me. And everybody that went through the tolls that knew her, because she was working the toll booth for years and years, they always thought I was her because we looked that much alike. Yes. I literally looked up and I was like, what am I doing over there? I kid you not. I'm so serious when I say that. I kid you not. She literally, everybody says they have a twin in this world. I literally saw myself when I looked at that woman. For real. But Adam, what are you talking about between 3 and 4? Oh, okay, the exits. I actually worked down at one of those exits before, like once, because I was one of those I was on call. So like whenever somebody called out and I was available, I would go. I would just go. I had nothing else to do but make money. So that's really what I did. That was expensive. Just a note to self, guys, if you own Easy Pass, and this is what I learned from somebody that actually works at Easy Pass, not when I was working on a toll. If you own an Easy Pass and you happen to run through the toll and your tag doesn't register, if you get a ticket in the mail, they say all you have to do is write the actual cost of the toll check and your Easy Pass tag and send that back with the ticket, and they won't charge you the price of the ticket. When people don't pay, you can just send them a ticket in the mail. I think I sent one person. Oh, and I had actually maybe one or two people run the toll. So pretty much when people run the toll is when they just sped through your toll without paying. Because the lane that I was in didn't have the stopper. So if they really didn't want to pay, they could do that. And I don't believe at the time, there were cameras where they can catch it. So like you would see me go like that to see if I caught their license plate, and I would write the license plate down and write the ticket out, and then give it to my manager, who was actually the people who ran the toll booth. They were actually what word am I trying to say? What do you call those guys that work on? They're cops. They're cops, but they work on the actual highway. Whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. They actually were the managers or the supervisors at the toll booth. They were actually cops and whatnot. So yeah, my supervisor, I would have to hand in that sheet with their license plate, and then they would take care of it from there. That's what happens. Now, how it's upgraded now, there's cameras everywhere, so I don't think real people have to do that anymore. So the camera would just pick up your license plate and call it a day, and you'll get a nice little ticket in the mail. Mhm. Well, guys, I feel like I kept you guys longer than I normally do, but what I always like ending all of my chats with is, you are amazing. You are beautiful. Oh, wait, before I do that, please make sure you like, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bells. Please give me thumbs up if you can. And if you have met anyone new in the chat, consider looking at their channels, subscribing to their channels, showing love, whatever you want to call it, and even actually giving their content a chance and actually watching, because we are humans and we deserve to get to know each other. You guys are amazing. You are the difference every day. Don't ever let anyone tell you differently. Your life is not a mistake. You are in this world for this very moment, this very specific reason, for someone's life to be altered into a better way. You are amazing. You are loved. You are love. You are filled with so much good things. Whether you have showed it or not, you're going to, because you are the difference. You guys make my day amazing. I love you guys. I really do. And you make me feel good by just being here with me, even with the little bit of time that you share. I really do appreciate it. Um, Never give up. Never quit. Even if you hit rock bottom, find your way out. Even if you have to crawl with your fingertips and your nails are breaking, just do it. Just do it, because there is always light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to believe. And if something bad has happened to you, go through the process of actually grieving. Don't allow people to tell you to stop grieving. Go through it and then come back. Because when your bounce back comes, you'll be bouncing back better than you ever believed you could have ever done. You guys are amazing. I hope that your day is I hope that your evening is better than it can ever expected, that is better than the rest of your day, that your evening sleep will be amazing, that you'll sleep so pleasantly. If you haven't had a good night's rest, I hope and pray that your rest will be so good that you wake up like, that was good. I want to sleep like that again. And I also hope and want your day tomorrow to be exceptionally amazing, so that you can be the difference. Because while it seems like our world is not getting better, I beg to differ. It is getting better, because we're here. All we need to do is get energized so that we can continue to be the difference for those who need it. So, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, signing out from another episode of Hello World. And I also have to add in, because you see the episodes is 115, that means it's been 115 days that I have purposely not turned on my television. because I'm here with you. I've dedicated my life and my time to be with you guys. And I'm thankful that you dedicate a little bit of your time to be with me. So until we meet again tomorrow between 7 and 9, meaning I go on between those hours, I thank you guys for being with me. I will be here on July 4th, maybe on location. So if you want to join me, maybe we watch some fireworks, whatever, you're more than welcome to do so. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to feel like your life is way more valuable than you could have ever imagined. I want you to have the peace that you've never had before. I want you to experience love, joy, peace, excitement that you may have never experienced in your life. And even if you have, I want it to be amplified to the best, to the nth degree. That's what I want for you guys. And until we meet again, I'll see you guys later. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of Hello World.